If you make YouTube videos, you probably asked yourself who actually reviews YouTube videos, who restricts them, removes them, who decides and is qualified enough to do so. And more importantly, how are these people even called? These so far regarded as shadow people, a well-kept secret shrouded in darkness to do YouTube's dirty work. And the only way you can actually get in contact with them briefly to request a manual review is via Twitter. Ha! Imagine that, turning to Twitter to fix YouTube problem. Ain't that funny? But who are these people that many YouTubers have been scared to talk about in the past? First, before we continue to have some power over them, let's call them by their real name. The name for people that review YouTube videos is YouTube-rater. Equally, people who review Google search results, advertisements, and similar are called Google raters. If they are reviewing this video right now, hello there raters! Wave back, because we see you. Now on the topic, did you notice how I did not call them employees of YouTube? That is because, well, they really are not. These people work for other companies. These companies are contracted by YouTube. Why, you ask? Why not hire your own employees? Because it's cheaper. Just how much cheaper, you ask? Let's have a look. Taking a look at the job salaries for Google Rater. At Google, it's $10,000 per year. Converting this, that's about $48 an hour. Now taking a look at the company that Google contracts, Appen, the wage is $14.5 per hour, and that's after the raises. You can imagine how much it was before the raise. This equals to $29,000 a year. To give you better representation, here it is summarized. At Google, it's $48 per hour. At Lionbridge, it's almost half that, precisely 42% less. And at Appen, it's $14.5 per hour, which is 71% less than what these salaries are at Google for the same job. How cheap is Google? Now, have you ever asked yourself, who are these people? In a sense, what do they think when they review my videos? Do they try their best? Do they dedicate their time to properly review my videos? Are they trained properly? I hope they are fair. And so on. I visited a subreddit where they gather to discuss reviewing your videos. Let us read what they have to say. Here is one post where they are discussing how they are being treated by the company. It seems they are complaining how they do not have enough time. I went from rarely releasing a task for insufficient time to doing so at least once a day. I simply won't kill myself on tasks that do not allow for quality work, not for $14 per hour. So here we have more proof of how much they are being paid. No benefits, not for the privilege of remote work that saves their business big money by me using my own equipment and working from home. I'm certainly not willing to budget monthly for subscription service just to better facilitate their unrealistic time frames. He's talking about purchasing YouTube subscription. Something else, hopefully you are not trying to watch the video in its entirety. I know during feedback meeting they say to skim through the video briefly to get the gist of it. I think this answers, are they dedicating enough time to our videos? Of course I skim it. Most of the time is loading the ad. Unfortunately, it seems that way. I'm starting to notice reduced times on a lot of tasks, some of that seem impossible. At some point, they'll probably have to come to terms with the fact that they are getting a lot of half-ass work because of increased time constraints. Here they are discussing about purchasing YouTube Premium. I was literally thinking they should give us work accounts with YouTube Premium. Yeah, but you heard the company man. He said the company wants us to watch ads while we work for them. Why not just use uBlock Origin, the ad blocker? We can't use those, they said. Yes, they have told us numerous times in email and during the feedback review seminar. So they can't even use ad blocks. They want them to watch ads. Here's a question: is it impossible for YouTube raters to get a raise? I do not view this as a job with any opportunity for advancement. It's a part-time work. I wouldn't expect much more than that. Until I saw the term senior rater here, I was unaware that they even bestowed titles. I've been at it for a while too. No raises, no added perks, twice monthly removal threats. And then the answer to the question: is it impossible for YouTube rater to get a raise? Yes. Here's a funny one. I was leafing through older posts and seen some comments from people about how they were abruptly terminated, and it got me thinking, how would you go about detailing this job on a resume if you were looking for a new position? What skills would you describe or phrases would you use? I watch videos on YouTube all day, and no, you can't contact my supervisor. I don't have one, and even if I did, I have no idea what their name is or how to reach them. Doesn't sound great, and frankly doesn't even sound real. Jokes aside, these people get abruptly terminated. Gives you the idea of the work environment. Rating long YouTube videos. Sometimes I get videos on my tasks listed at hours long, even though we have about 30 minutes max on a page. What do you do in this situation? You need to skim through the video as per task time, and if they want any section to be reviewed specifically, they will provide a timeline. You definitely shouldn't be taking 30 minutes, just a heads up. That'll lead you to getting put under review or fired. Each task has an estimated average time to complete. Sometimes a task will be evaluate a YouTube video that is 2 hours long. However, you should still be doing it within the estimated time. If the estimated time says 5 minutes, you should really stick to 5 minutes, even if the video is 2 hours long. You will get fired real quick if you don't. If you know you're only getting paid the minimum wage for 5 minutes of your time, why would you put 20 minutes of work? Depending on a task, you can kinda analyze what type of video you're watching and then listen to buzzwords that'll answer your question. Here's something for my fellow content creators. How much should we downgrade quality of YouTube videos that are formatted for phone and don't fill up the viewpoint? I only download them low plus when they are pixelated or like 480p maximum. So even the quality of the video gets you low rating. They are not even allowed to utilize adblock to speed up their work and minimize frustrations, all because someone wants to cash in on extra ad money. How cheap are you? Let's see what people who worked for this company have to say. Now let us take a look at the ratings from former employees for this company, Lionbridge. This is on Trustpilot website. Here somebody says scam, totally unreliable and unprofessional, treating employees in bad way. They say I did not get 80% pass. Somebody thinks it's a good company, scam. Don't be sure to get paid for your job. Completely, you can read. Professional scam company. Answered correctly more than 80% of questions, but they say I didn't pass the exam, and you can read more and more. Here is a little bit more: bad management, low rate. Somebody thinks it's great. It's alright if you want flexible schedule, low stress but low pay, flexible, easy, just a side job, nothing more, flexible, Lionbridge does not provide proper training. They provide super long manuals that you have to figure out on your own. Do not work here, disorganized, good for easy part-time work, flexibility, the pay is not the greatest but it's an easy job from home, inconsistent work and pay, and you can keep reading about the reviews. In conclusion, yes, it is worth noting that it is not all raters' fault, as circumstances of their work don't allow fairness and expertise you deserve. But will average YouTuber care about these? No. And in all fairness, they shouldn't. I make videos and post them on this platform. I should be treated with respect and given a fair treatment. Yet, you can see how positions these people are put into don't allow for that. So, the blame in this case is not on the employee, but on the company that makes these rules. And the mastermind trying to hide behind all of it is... See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.